Hello everyone. So previously we had discussed on the topic max heap, right? So today we'll be discussing on the topic binary tree, right? So binary tree, let's get into the binary tree definition here. A binary tree is a hierarchical data structure in which each node has at most two children. Again, a binary tree is a hierarchical data structure in which each node has at most two children, right? Called the left child and the right child. So every this one every node has at most two children called the left child as well as the right child, right? Let's try to understand the same thing here. See here, so this is one of the simple examples for the binary tree, right? So this is the parent node actually. It consists of the left node as well as the right node. So this is the left child node, nothing but 2 is the left child node, 3 is the right child node, right? So this is completely the left subtree actually, right? 2 consists of 4 as well as the value 5, and 4 consists of 8 and 9, and 5 consists of 10 and 11, right? Same goes with the right subtree as well. So this is left part of the tree, right? So this is called as the left subtree, and this is the right subtree. See, 3 consists of the value 6 and 3 consists of the value 7. So this is the left child node for the 6 is the left child node for the 3, and it is the 7 is the right child node for the 3 as well. Same goes with the this one, 12 and 13 for the 6, and 14 and 15 for the 7, right? So this is the left subtree. So this part, left part is the this one left subtree, and right part is the right subtree, right? So this is fine, I believe. Yep. So this is fine, I believe. Yeah. And left child node, right child node. We have the idea on the parent node. Parent node is also known as root actually. Again, parent node is also known as root, and it consists of the left child node as well as the right child node. And this is completely left this one left subtree, and this is completely right subtree. So this is one of the simple examples for the binary tree, right? So yeah, let's move on with the example part actually. Now let's move on with the explanation part. Binary trees organize the data in a tree-like structure. Again, binary trees organize the data in a tree-like structure. We saw the same thing where each node branches into two possible directions. One is left and another one is right. So that is the reason it is named as binary tree, right? So they are widely used to represent hierarchical relationships. Again, they are widely used to represent the hierarchical relationships and to perform efficient searching and traversal operations, and to perform efficient searching as well as the traversal operations. So this is it for the binary trees. Yep. So let's try to understand the same thing with a very simple example. So I'll just go with a class node. Yep. So within this class, I'll just go with the data. So this is fine. Let me go with left as well as the right node. For the node, this one, I'll just go with the right here. Node left and node right, right? Left and right nodes. This is fine. Next, let's go with the constructor part. So this is node. So I need the parameter value. So within this node data, let me assign this one to the value. Yep. Next, left and right, let me initialize this one to null. Yep. Initially, let's go with the value null, or let's initialize this one to the null. So I'll just go with right equals null. Yep. So let me come out of this one entirely. Now let me go with a binary tree demo, right? So I'll just go with public here class. So let me go with binary tree demo. So this is fine. So within the binary tree demo, this one class, first let me go with a method in order, right? So I'll just go with static. Let me go with a static here. So this one void, let me go with a in order, right? So I'll just go with node, this one root actually. I'll just go with the parameter root here, which I need. So let me explain you one thing. There are three type of traversal here, right? In order, pre-order, as well as the post order. So here, first thing, so there is pre-order, there is this one in order, as well as there is post order, right? So pre-order traversal follows the this one pattern root. First it selects the root, then left, then right. Yep. So and in order traversal follows the pattern. First it selects the left child node, then root, then right actually. For the right, I'll just go with the this one array. So here as right. So it starts with the root left as well as the right for the pre-order. For the in-order, it goes with a pattern left, right, left root as well as the right. For the post-order traversal, it goes with left, right as well as then root actually. Left, right, then root actually. So just keep this in mind. This is very important. Yeah. So you have to know the in-order, pre-order, and the post-order traversals, right? So this is fine, I believe. What pattern it follows, right? So this is fine. Next, let's move on with the, we are going with the in-order traversal here, right? So we are going with the in-order traversal here. So first thing, if root itself is null, right? So if we don't have any value, if root is null, then we don't have to do anything. We have to exit from there. So I'll just give return, right? So this is fine. Next, let's go with the recursion here, or yeah, we have to recurse here basically. So I'll just go with root dot left if this one left child is present. Then I'll just go with, let's print something for the interactiveness. Yeah, I'll just go with the system out print. So ln is not required here. A system out print. Let me go with root dot data. So let me leave space here for the interactiveness, or just to make this look good. Yeah. So I'll just go with the in order. So let me pass root dot right, root dot right. So this is fine. Yeah. Let me come out of this one entirely. Now let's go with the main method actually. Yep. So this is fine. So let me remove this. So yeah, I'll just go with node root. Yeah, this one new node of so this one. Yep. So this is fine. I'll just go with root dot left. So this is nothing but the this one example usage actually. We are done with the code actually. Here we are done with the code actually. So let's go with a very simple example. Root dot left. Let me go with no node of. Let me go with the value 2 here. Right. So same for the right. For the right, I'll just go with. We can have the duplicate values for the binary, right? So we are not going with any rule here. We can have any value. So I'll just go with root dot right. So let me go with new node of this one 3. Yep. So this is fine. So next, let's go with one more this one value at the left actually. For the left child, mm, let's go with one more this one actually. For the left child, let's go with the another child actually. I'll just go with root dot left. We go with new node of this one 4. The same thing for the right actually. So this one will be mm, root dot left dot right. So let me go with new node of this one 5 actually. Yep. So this is fine. Uh, all I do is I'll just go with the in order of root. Let me pass the root. So this is fine. Yep. So this is fine. This is it for the coding part actually. So what is the output that we need to get here? So here, uh, one thing I'll just show you step by step. So for what code that we have written, tree structure that we have created here is, so first thing root is 1. See here, and we are just going with the root dot left to 2. This one root dot right, the right child is nothing but the 3. So this is fine. Next we are going with the root dot left, right? So root dot left 4, root dot left dot right child, the right child. This is nothing but the 5, right? So 1 2 3 4 5. So we are going with the in order traversal. We are going with the in order traversal, and in order traversal, as per the discussion earlier, it goes with left root then right. It follows the pattern left root and then right actually. Yep. So this is fine, I believe. So here first we will start at root 1. This one. Yep. We'll start at the root 1. So we'll move to the left child actually. Right left child actually 2. Then we'll move to the left child again. So this part 1 left child, then this one 4 actually. Yep. So this is fine. Then we'll go back to 2. This one 2, right? So again we'll go back to 2. This one. Then what we will do, uh, will print 2, right? So 1 2 4, this one, this is fine. Then what we will do, we'll go towards the right child, nothing but 5 we have, right? So 5 we have. So we'll not print the 2 here actually. What happens, 1 4 5, then we will be printing the 2 actually, right? So then we'll be printing the this one. So let me explain you this one from the scratch actually. See, I got confused here. See, first what we'll do, we are going with the pre-order, right? So first what we'll do, we'll start at root one actually, this one. Yeah. So we'll move to the left side two. And then we'll move to the left side four. So this is the end. This one is the end. Sorry, we have to select this one. We are going with the in order. Sorry, I got confused here. Right. So four. First we'll go with the four. Then we'll go back to the two. Right. So this is the end. So the root is two. So left root as well as the right. Right. Left we have selected, then we went with the root actually 2, then we have to go with the right, nothing but 5, right? 4 to 5. Then for the either for this one, the root for the 2 is nothing but the 1. We will be selecting 1. Then this one having the right child, again this one is the left, again this one is root, then we have to select the right, nothing but 3. So this is the order: 4 2 5 1 3. So this is the output actually: 4 2 5 1 3, right? So this is it for the binary tree. And also we have discussed the in order, pre-order as well as the post-order traversal here, right? So we have discussed the pattern as well. So in order, pre-order and post-order is very important. This traversals, you have to know the patterns, yeah? So this is fine, I believe. Now let's discuss the real world application. First thing, so this will binary tree is used in the file system hierarchy, right? So when I say file system hierarchy, so for the folders as well as the subfolders, we have created folders inside folders, right? Nothing but the subfolders. For the file system hierarchy, we'll be making use of the binary tree. Next, expression evaluation for the arithmetic expression trees, right? So we can just make use of the binary trees. There also we'll be making use of the, or we can just make use of the binary trees, expression evaluation, right? So third one, searching and sorting. Basically we will be making use of the binary search trees for the searching as well as the sorting, usually binary search trees. So the next step, so the next topic will be this one. We'll be discussing on the topic, this one, binary search tree itself. So it is a type of binary tree. So we can make use of the binary search tree for the searching as well as the sorting as well. Then one of the important real world applications, decision making in the sense decision trees in AI, right? If you know about the AI, so for the decision trees in the AI, so we can, or we will be making use of this one. What do we call? Binary trees actually. Decision making, in the decision making we make use of the binary trees. Then for the networking as well, right? For the networking as well, right? So we'll be making use of the binary trees, meaning for the routing and spanning trees, usually in the networking we can go with a binary trees. So this is it for the this one. This is it about the applications of the binary trees. Next, let's come to the final part, time and the space complexity. So the time complexity for the binary tree would lead to big of n, right? So the time complexity would lead to big of n because each node is visited exactly once during the traversal, and the space complexity would lead to big of n as well. It's simple because space is used by a recursion stack where h is nothing but the height of the tree. Instead of n, recursion depth is n. Instead, it is better to go with the h actually. Let's go with the h, right? So yeah, I usually make use of h actually. The time complexity and the space complexity for the binary tree would lead to big of n and big of h respectively, right? So now we are done with the binary tree. So this is it for the binary tree. Next, we'll be discussing on the topic binary search tree. For now, this is it. Thanks for watching, guys.